In the beginning, a giant smith arrived at Asgard. He offered to build high walls around the kingdom. He said it would protect the Asir gods from the giants, and claimed that the walls would only take him about 9 months to build. But he had a twist to it. He wanted to marry Freya and get the moon and the sun. The gods called a meeting to discuss this. Freya was immediately against the terms set by the giant. Loki had another idea. He proposed to the gods that the smith should get what he desires, but under one condition. He would finish the project in just 1 winter with only the help of his horse. The gods debated this idea for a while, ultimately deciding to go through with the plan. The group didn't actually plan to give Freya or the moon and sun to the smith. All of the gods thought that the project would be impossible. The giant started work on the wall and amazed the gods at how fast he could do so. At night he would bring in the stones with the help of his horse, and during the day he would put the stones in place. When winter was coming to a close, the walls were tall enough that they couldn't be penetrated. With 3 days left until summer, there was only one thing left to do: make the entrance for the structure. The gods, not expecting the builder to do his job so swiftly, held a meeting to see what was to be done about it. The gods began to worry that they might actually have to give up Freya and the moon and the sun. This terrified them. The nervous group decided to blame Loki for this because he was the one that wanted the plan. They decided that he would have to be the one to develop a trap so that the builder would have to forfeit his payment. That night, Loki waited for the builder to get more stone. Once the builder was in the woods, Loki disguised himself as a stallion and ran at the builder's horse and neighed at him. The horse then went wild with desire for Loki. The horse chased Loki through the woods all night long. The builder tried to catch the horse. The following day, not much work was done. When the builder realized that the project wouldn't be completed in time, he fell into a rage. He even verbally abused the gods for tricking him. The builder, being a giant, scared the Asir gods, so they called on Thor to pay the giant his desires. Thor gave the man a blow from his hammer instead of giving them the moon, sun, and Freya, the giant's original desire. This shattered the giant's skull, and he fell down to Niflheim. It was months before Loki was seen again. His run with the builder's horse led to him giving birth to a foal. He returned home with the baby horse. The foal was called Sleipnir and had 8 legs. He was the most treasured horse among the gods and men. The horse will eventually be ridden by Odin to the Battle of Ragnarok.